Well, there's a new small trend that is seemingly starting to take foot here in our culture, and it's one that I can actually get behind. As relationships seem to become more and more digital and moving to social media, I'm finding myself moving further away from social media and actually craving to sit down in person with friends. And more people are starting to feel that way too. That's this week on the 306 podcast. Well, I can say this. I need my friends more now than I ever have. And I think that that's a great way or a great position to be in. And it's not that I'm, needing anything in particular, but it's just that I've found myself not being, fully invested in friendships that are strictly through social media. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I get what I'm doing. I'm connecting with people through social media, watching these podcasts and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't enjoy that, but on a personal level in my everyday life, I talk to people on social media. I talk to people on behalf of clients of mine. I talk to people on behalf of my company. I talk to people through my company. And I'm not getting that feeling of connection anymore. I used to, but I think we've put so much emphasis on just communicating through social media that we're losing that personal connection. And for some people, they're perfectly fine with it. They're like, I don't want to see another person. And I would hope that they would eventually get to the feeling where I am, where they're like, you know what? I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel complete. And so I want to have that personal connection. I want to sit down with my friends, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of coffee, have dinner, have lunch, get together with the families, and really just have that raw, organic conversation. I'm finding that the more I do that, the happier I am. If I'm just strictly talking to people through social media, I'm not happy. I mean, granted, the weather might have something to do with that. I mean, it was 55 degrees this morning at 6 o'clock. 55 degrees here in Central PA. And it is now 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's like 26 degrees. So we've cut the temperature in half. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be cold in the morning and then get warm and then cool off at night. But no, we started warm for this time of year, and it's snowing now, and it's windy, it's so windy. It's kind of crazy, but so maybe the weather's having some effect on my mood. It is, but go watch Do You Suffer from Sad? Watch that podcast and you'll understand what I'm saying. But I find myself in these conversations with friends and with even my wife and all this stuff. And does anyone else do this, or is it might just be me? But I could be writing a text, and it could be anything, and for some reason I feel the need to put haha, like HAHA, or LOL at the end of every single one of my texts. It could be I walk the dog, haha. Why? Why do I feel the need to do that? And I know I'm not the only one, because my friends do it too, and if they say that they don't, they're liars. But more and more, it's like, I can't write a text message without throwing laughter in there, and it's not even a funny text message. And if you do that, please comment down below. Let me know that I'm not the only one that does that, because I would feel really, really bad about myself if I was the only person that does that. But, I don't know why I do it, and it makes the text message feel less authentic. Like if I throw haha in there, like it kind of gets me off the hook for not really caring about what I'm writing. And not that I don't care about what I'm writing or what my friends are writing, but doesn't it feel that way sometimes? Like I'm just messaging this person. I'm just having this conversation because it's something to do, because I'm bored. That's me. I don't know. Hopefully I'm the only one that's like that. But I think the other thing is, so many people are asking for our attention, are wanting our attention. Every day we're being marketed to, we're being, called by companies, messaged by companies, emailed by companies. We're seeing ads on social media, and I get it. I'm part of that problem. Because of the nature of the work that I do through my marketing company, we market to people. We try to get their attention. We try to sell products. We try to sell services. We try to sell people. Not literally like selling people, but we try to sell like the small business, or the philosophy behind what they do and why they do it. We aren't actually selling the actual person. But every day, it never fails. I get 2 or 3 emails from Target, and I swear, if I get one more email from Target about their patio furniture, I probably won't do anything. I mean, I'm not one to cause ruckus, and I won't unsubscribe from their email list, because as soon as I do, someone's going to be like, hey, they just sent out a 15-20% coupon. And I'll be like, well, I just unsubscribed. But that's how they get you. That's how they get you to stay, connected with their email marketing. Every once in a while, they throw out that little coupon that you really don't need, because I already shop at Target. They don't need to solicit me. I already shop there. Anyways, so we have all these people vying for our attention. I have my wife, I have my kids, I have family, I have friends, I have clients, I have just people out in public. I have, people trying to flag me down to get out of the way, and it's like, I'm busy, I'm walking, I'm trying to sip on my coffee, and it's all day long. But the list of people that I actually care about giving my attention to is growing shorter and shorter. And that's why I would say I need my friends now more than ever, because I want to fill my attention with my friends, with my family, with people that I actually care about. But I'm running into a problem. I'm running into 2 different scenarios. One, I'm craving the attention of wanting to sit down and have face-to-face conversation with people. Because there's something about being able to read someone's body language, seeing how they're responding, where it's real, it's raw, it's organic. They can't, I'm guilty of this. They can't start writing a text message and then delete it. And you see the 3 little, ellipsis icon at the bottom, and you're like, okay, they're writing something else. This is going to be good. And then it pops up again for like another minute, and you're like, all right, they're writing something, and then it goes away. And then it pops up, and you're like, man, they must be writing a book. And you get all excited, and then it comes back with like, okay. And you're like, are you serious? It took you 15 minutes to write, oh, okay. And so you just, it's not authentic. And so I'm wanting these authentic, real conversations. And when you can sit with someone and be face-to-face, you can invest more in them, and you can kind of pin them down on things. Instead of you send someone a text message and they reply back something completely different, and you're like, I know you read that. It says read, and it gives me the time that you opened it. So you have that side where I'm wanting that interaction. We have a small group. It's 5 couples total. So there's 10 of us, and there's almost as many kids. There, and we're all in that same walk of life. And then we have friends outside of that small group that we get together with. And I love it. I had a friend today, just messaged me. He's like, hey, are you in town? And if you are, I'm going to be down at this, place that we grab lunch every once in a while. He's like, if you stop by, if you have a time. And I'm like, yes, I will be there. I would love to get together and just have a cup of coffee with you. And literally I was there right before I came here to record this. And it completely changes my day, just being able to sit and talk to people. I was at a video shoot this morning, and like the video shoot's fine. I enjoy it. I'm excited for it. Can't you tell? But no, it's like, I love doing that. But then I stood there and I talked to the owner and the marketing director and another employee for 25 minutes, just about random, different things that we're doing. And that was so valuable to me. That was so great to just be able to talk and hear what's going on, and yes, that's still surface, but it's at least personal, real communication. So I have that side. And then I have the other side, where I don't want to see another person. I don't want to talk to them, even though they're my friend. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I just spent the whole day doing whatever. I really don't have the strength and the energy to hold a conversation. I just want to Netflix and chill. I just want to take a nap. I just want to do what I want to do. And I want to turn my back on them. And it's a struggle to get myself to say no. Have this conversation. I don't know if I'm scared of the conversation. I don't know if I just, like I said, I'm too tired. I don't have the strength or the energy. And it's part of a bigger issue that I'm having. An issue that I'm not ready to talk about yet. I will be soon, I'm hoping. But I don't want to carry through with it. I know I want to. I know I should. But I find reasons to back out. I find reasons to not do it. And that's a struggle that I have. Someday I'll talk about it. Hopefully someday soon. Because I want to. But again, I just find reasons not to. And I'm not ready. And so whenever we get together with friends of ours, and I mean real, true friends, people that know the inner workings of my life, things that I'm actually going through on a day-to-day basis, things that are stressing me out, things that I'm concerned about, things that scare me, things that I'm excited about, things that I'm really looking forward to. They're there for me for all of these things. And I would say that's beyond friendship. That's fellowship. Fellowship is being surrounded by a group of people who want to see you succeed. They want to see you grow. They want to see you reach your goals. And I need those people around me more now than ever. I need my friends to speak truth into my life and let me know, is this the right path that I should be going down? I said to my wife this morning, I've never been under this much pressure. I've never had this much on my shoulders. I mean, the business that I've been dreaming about, it's growing. It's here. And now I have to maintain it. I've gotten there. Now I need to maintain it. These relationships, I've gotten to the point where now they can speak truth, and now I need to push those forward. I have boys that are just a handful. They're 4 and I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And they're getting to that point where I need to start really parenting them because they're a mirror image of me. And whenever I screw up, they start to screw up because they're modeling me. So I need to step up and be a better father. I need to step up and be a better husband. Not that I'm saying, if you're watching this, not that I'm saying the honeymoon period's over, but we're at that point in our marriage where now we need to really work at making our marriage as awesome as it can be. And quite frankly, I feel my wife's doing a much better job at that than I am. I need to be a better husband. And so you need friends, you need guys to help you get into that. You need insight from other people that aren't afraid of hurting your feelings, not because they think that they're going to hurt your feelings, but that you know that if they say something, they mean it out of love, they mean it out of truth, and they know you enough to say, you need a course correction in your life. Or maybe you don't need course correction. Maybe you need encouragement. Maybe they're there saying, you're almost there. You need to keep going. My wife and I, or me and my kids, we were in this situation. You're very, very close to getting over that hump. It's going to get a whole lot better, but you just got to get through it. And we're here for you. We're here for encouragement. We're here to help guide you, to push you, to get you there. If you don't have friends like that, I'm sorry. But you need to get these kinds of friends. Well, where do I get these kinds of people? I don't know. I found mine at church. I found my friends at church. I found my true friends through our church. I'm sure you can find them other places, but church is a good place to start. I have people that I've met through my businesses that are great mentors, that I would seek advice from, that I do seek advice from. These relationships take time. They take energy, and that's why people are moving away from them. But you do see now people saying, I want real authentic relationships. And I can't get that through social media. And I get it. I know. I'm on social media. I'm trying to build this platform. I get it. It's one thing to take this information and then apply it to your life versus trying to build all of these relationships through social media and then trying to live off of them or vicariously through them. You can't be 100% authentic through social media, but you can do a much better job in person. Now, granted, I know that there are people that, can live multiple lives and all this other stuff, but the point is, I look forward to getting together with friends now more than I ever have in my life. I can say I have the best friends that I could ever ask for. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm not saying that they have all the answers and that everything's like singing Kumbaya around a fire. We have a ways to go. And I have a ways to go. We're always going to have a ways to go because we're never going to get to that perfection. But they have helped me through a whole lot. And as our world, as our culture, as our just everything seems to be going more and more down the tubes, I need my friends more than ever. And I want to be there for them just as much as I want them there for me. If you enjoyed the 306 podcast and you would like to support us, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. We would love to connect with you. You can also join us on all of our social media channels. Just search for Love Local PA on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you next time on the 306 podcast.